Morning, afternoon, evening people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your first time here. I'm Tony. This is Teddy. Today's the 3rd of February. We're at the allotment planting potatoes. I know what you're thinking. February's early for spuds. However, the method I use is I plant them in containers. Put the containers in the polytunnel. Once the last frost has passed, bring them out and we get a nice early crop in kind of May time. What I'm going to do to that end then is I want to do a potato experiment. I'm going to plant my potatoes 3 ways. Now, I'm trying these first earlies, Duke of York. I'm planting Maris Bard as well today, however the experiment I'm going to use Duke of York. Now, first early varieties of potatoes are generally determinate, which means they only grow on one level, like this. Whereas indeterminate varieties, like most main crop, grow all the way up the stalk like this. So to that end, what we generally do with first early containers is we plant 2 seed potatoes, a layer of soil, 2 seed potatoes opposite. That way we get potatoes on 2 levels. However, I have found you get a lot of small potatoes. I'm thinking potentially that's because the restricted growing area in the container. So I want to do an experiment. I'm going to plant 4 seed potatoes traditional fashion in one container, another container with 2 seed potatoes on 2 separate levels, and a third container with 1. I want to see what the difference is in crop size. Am I potentially going to get more bigger potatoes because there's more growing space, and maybe the same weight? I don't know, we're going to find out anyway. So we're going to do from seed to harvest in this one video today. So I've got my containers, I've marked them up. I'll put a link to these in the description. I think I was paying £35 for 10. So I bought 30 of these last year. £3.50 a container. I guarantee I get 10 years out of these. Anyway, let's go on planting it. Now I am going to be using brand new fresh compost in all 3 containers, so it's fair. So 1, 2, 4, and I marked them, so we know which is which. So this container here is getting 4. As you can see, they're chitted. So this 1 potato there, 1 potato there, and then the other 2 are going to go opposite, like this. Top it off. Leave a slight gap at the top, so we'll put straw mulch on there. This container's getting 2, so I'll offset them slightly. Let me show you. So 1 potato there, 1 potato there. This final container here, 1 seed potato right at the bottom. Okay, all that's left to do now is water them in. Top tip, if you are doing container grown potatoes in the polytunnel, put them in the polytunnel first before you water them, because they'll be lighter. Okay, I'm going to give them a really good soaking. I'll give them a second watering can as well, just to make sure. Right, so that's them in. I'll bring you back when they start popping through, sprouting through, see which ones start coming through first. By rights, the ones with more than one seed potato should come through first, because the potatoes near the top haven't got as far up to grow before they start sprouting through. So I'll bring you back periodically through the season, have a look at how they're doing, and then at the end harvest them, have a weigh in. And yeah, we love a potato experiment on the channel. Okay, so it's the 20th of April today, Easter Sunday. 1st of February we planted them. I'll show you how they're getting on. I'll move all my first earlies out now, because the chance of last frost has now passed, I hope, unless we get any freak weather. It's 18 degrees today, overcast 18 degrees. So I'll move the spuds out, and I'll give you a quick look at the three, what the difference is. There's not much. Okay, so there's all my first early potatoes out of the polytunnel, and these are the three. So that's the 1 seed potato, that's the 2, and that's the 4. And as you can see, there's very little difference. It's the 1 seed potato. So there's 4 shoots coming out of the ground there. This one. There's a lot more shoots coming out of the ground with more seed potatoes. However, a similar amount of foliage. Are we going to get some nice big potatoes that weigh the same as a bunch of small potatoes? I don't know. Anyway, I've watered them a few times. I've picked them up and they're feeling quite light. So I am going to give them a watering. Just these 3. We're expecting some rain tomorrow, so I'm not going to water them all, let the rain water the others, but these 3, for the experiment, we're going to give them water. Okay, so I've given them roughly an equal amount of water. It is going to rain tomorrow as well, 60% chance, so that'll water the rest, water them a bit more. So I'm going to leave them a little bit longer. I'll check back with you in a week or 2, see how they're getting on, and then after that we'll do the harvest and weigh in. Okay, so it's time for the reveal. Today's the 6th of June. If you know which historical event that changed history happened on the 6th of June, drop it in the comments. So, if you remember, 1st of February we put the potatoes on in the polytunnel, 6th of June now. Let me show you. There we are. That's 1 seed potato, that's 2, that's 4. If you'll notice the other videos, I had a load more there. Well, they were harvested last week. So, end of May. So the first potato harvest, first early is end of May by using the polytunnel method. Right, so let's crack these open. So with me then, I've got scales, I've got Sharpie, I've got 3 bags, and I've already written 1, 2 and 4 on the bags. And what I'm going to do, the order I'm going to do it in, is I'm going to do 4 seed potatoes first, so that's generally the way that I grow first earlies, and then we'll harvest the other 2 with a single seed potato last. So this one here is the 4. See, they've just about completely died back. See, they've got a good amount of small potatoes. There's one of our seeds. Okay, so that is what we got. I'll weigh them now right out of the bag. Now this bed is another experiment I'm doing. This one and this one. These potatoes are soil grown, like normal. These are roof stout method. As you can see, those ones coming through now, the roof stout aren't yet. So if you do want to see the results of that experiment, do hit subscribe. Put them on the scales. .077, just over a kilo. So this container now is the one with 2 seed taters. Like seed potatoes right on the top. See that there? We seem to get slightly bigger potatoes. Which is kind of what I was thinking. Oh, we've got a lot of potatoes in here, look. And they're bigger. So are we going to get the same yield from half as many seed potatoes because we're getting bigger potatoes because they've got more space to grow? Don't know, we're going to see. Obviously we've still got some small ones. So that's what we've got. You can see we've got slightly bigger potatoes. I do think there's a little bit less in weight, but not much difference, I don't reckon. Let's get them in a bag and weigh them. .920 grams. Okay, final one then, 1 seed potato. Oh, look at that. Again, bigger potatoes, more space to grow. So that's what we've got for the single seed potato. As you can see, slightly bigger spuds, but how much they're going to weigh. I'll weigh them and then I'm going to do the maths and work out which is more efficient for yield. So 860 grams, or 859 grams Actually quite shocking results really. So one seed potato, 859 grams. If you plant 4 containers, one seed potato per container, you get 3,436 grams. So 3.5 kilos of spuds. If you planted the same 4 seed potatoes in 2 containers, 2 potatoes per container, you get 1,840 grams. Just short of 2 kilos. And as we saw there, 4 seed potatoes, 1 container, just over 1 kilo. So 1 seed potato per container will double your harvest by the same amount of seed potatoes. Could be like a makeshift slate. So there you go. I was surprised at that, I wasn't expecting that. So from now on, 1 seed potato per container, I'll double my harvest, but you need more containers and more soil obviously. So if you did enjoy that video, give us a big thumbs up. If you want to see more gardening, beekeeping videos, potato experiments, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.